All right, so what we're going to do is just a little bit of kubota fun today. We're going to play with the tractor some. It's spring, so we usually dump the horse waste up here, and you can kind of tell the difference between what is new and what is old. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the new stuff, which is out here. I'm going to move all of that over into this area so that I can access this stuff back here. And what my plan is I'm going to cycle this stuff around a little bit. And what we do is we actually put this on our garden. And it works really good for fertilizer, and we're going to till it in. But it's finally dry enough. Hopefully, I know there's probably going to be wetness in underneath here, but hopefully I can get everything moved out of the way over here. And then I can start getting in here and getting maybe even like this stuff here cycled over onto that, and then get through it. And then I'll move, or I'll start in here and I'll move this stuff over that way. But it's going to be some fun for the tractor, and we haven't got a chance to play with this thing for a while. We didn't hardly get any snow. We got 2 good snows, I think, and I actually got to play with the plow, which was down here underneath the tarp when we first got started. So here we go. I'm gonna get this thing started up. Hopefully you can see past my shadow. We got a big giant pile here. I moved some over here because there's just that much. I'm going to work in getting into this back. There is dirt mixed in with this, but a lot of it is pretty much decomposed waste. That's going to be perfect for fertilizing the garden. So right now, this is what I got. I got a bucket full. We're going to run this down, drop it on the garden, and I'll show you 1 or 2 of these, but we got a couple runs that we're going to be making down. So here we go. right, so now I probably got 20 trips down there. I mean, this is a small bucket. This stuff does have some weight to it. I'm gonna get in here. I got to break this stuff up. It's really compact, good soil. So I'm going to try to get in this corner and then pile it over here on this side, and then I'll work this from this side back into there, and we'll get this over, and then we'll be able to access anything that was good here in case we have to get to the older stuff. It'll be in here. This will decompose faster if you're moving it around and you're flipping it, and then you'll end up with some of this stuff here that looks really good. All I can tell you is, like, this goes in and down. I actually got a hole here from, you know, digging this and moving it around, and it mixes the dirt. You can see there's dirt mixed in with this, but it's just how it is, because when this stuff gets like this, you try to scrape it and then you end up getting in too deep. But it'll actually retain water if this is a low spot here. But let's get this stuff moved out of the way, and we will pull this belt off and get off the tractor. I'll set this camera up in a good spot so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, since it was dark, I actually moved more down here than what I had thought, but I did just want to kind of get a view of how much is actually here. It's a pretty decent pile. Let's go take a look and see how the hill came out up top. All right, so you can kind of see we had stuff out through here. I'm actually going to bring some soil in and level this off and bring this up to try to keep it so it's not over in this area. And then this right here is kind of like it shifted over. You can see we have some mixed in here. The more decomposed stuff will be there in the back. There's actually some up in there too. But man, I got a lot of the stuff moved back into there. We had put some here on this pile. I ended up bumping that tree. I'm not too happy about it, but it's a pretty ugly tree. But we did get everything moved out. With that, we got a lot more room. We can get stuff in here, and then we can pile stuff up on top here and in this area. So it'll make it nice. I'll show you what we bring them up with. All right, so we use these small gorilla carts and take them into the barn, and we end up just using them. And then we clean out the stalls, and that's how we get everything up there. And the horses.